get it started. This podcast was edited and uploaded by Uncle Geeb Productions. Welcome, everyone, to the Triple G Podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Geeb, and with me is host Street Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, or anywhere you can find a podcast. You can watch our video podcast over on youtube.com/StripGeeb or on Spotify and pretend like that pre-show sign was never there from the start. Drip,
I knew it.
How are you doing this week, good sir?
I'm doing good, man. I'm having a good week. I'm having a good ass week.
Good. Good.
I started streaming again, finally,
Yes.
Sunday.
Yes. Wish I could watch more of that, but I have checked out some of it. It's been fun.
Yeah, well, Sunday, I was streaming on Twitch Sunday.
Yep. Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yes,
I
was
just
there.
like playing Fortnite, and I can't do that on YouTube. But then we started replaying Breath of the Wild on Monday, and then we played Tuesday.
Yep.
And then that was it, right? I was supposed to go yesterday, and I didn't. And then I was going to go today, but dude, I've been shooting videos all day. I have so much stuff to do today. Maybe tomorrow sometime during the day. But I also have to go pick up the kids. So who knows? Who knows? But playing games again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Doing all that stuff. It's been a good week. What about you? How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. You kept me busy. Alex been keeping me busy this week. I've kept myself busy, posted my own little video as well, and it's been a good week. I was gonna say that yesterday we had a great plan of you were gonna do your Breath of the Wild stream for the third time, I think, and then I was gonna restart my Breath of the Wild streams that I used to do
but you were gonna do you're doing master mode.
Yeah. So I've already started it on my personal profile.
I don't need that in my life. That's unnecessary stress I do not need to be dealing with in my
life. Totally understand. What I will say is I felt the same way, but I've changed because it kind of adds new at least to me it's new, a new and fresh spin on the game that I've played 200 hours on already. Just to play it again.
Dude, the fact that the enemy's health goes back up if you stop hitting No.
Yeah, well, see, that's not the hard part. That's what you think is the hard. This is the hard part about Master Mode with Breath of the Wild. The hard part is you have, especially the beginning, like plateau area, the tutorial plateau. You have nothing. I mean, like maybe a stick for like forever. Especially when you're trying to get before the paraglider. That first 2 hours, if you can get through the first 3-ish hours of Master Mode to get the paraglider, after that moment, once you get the paraglider, that you've beat the game. The game is, I wouldn't say it's easy, but that is the hardest. That is the hardest part. Is just like trying to survive, stay away from enemies, because your first natural instinct in Breath of the Wild is, especially after a long time playing, I'm just go kill this Bokoblin. Let me go kill this. You don't want to try because you stay away. You're hiding. Your best you're sneaking. Item is a rusty broadsword, and it's got like 4 hits in it, and now the Bokoblin has half health, and okay, let me go find a stick. By the time you go find something else, by the time you find something else, he's already full in health, and you're running away for your life. So you have to stay away from all the enemies in Master Mode.
You got to use the amiibo cards, man.
I didn't cheat. I did do that.
They put it in the game. They sold these things. It's in the game. It's not cheating.
I did do that, but well after I got the paraglider, just so I wanted to get some special items, mainly armor. That's the other thing. Like you got no armor, it's like you're one shot. You're pretty much one shot on most things. You have to really take advantage of parries, and all, jumping over the enemies and what's that called when you're fast hitting mode?
That thing.
What's it called? That thing. You know what I'm talking about. You played Breath of the Wild before.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Master Mode's great. I can't wait to start streaming it again. It's been long overdue. I said I wanted to stream Master Mode, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, I'm gonna stream this before Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. I figured out. And I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this game before Tears of the Kingdom. We have 50 days today, right?
Oh, dude, it's a short game. It depends what you're trying to do. Are you trying to explore? Because if that, then you won't.
I mean, not really. I want to just beat the game. I'm not gonna go get all the armors and stuff. I mean, if we beat everything, if I go to beat Ganon, and we got some time still, we'll go armor hunting, all that stuff. But I mean, other than that, I'm just getting the stuff I need right now. I just hit Kakariko Village and got, the sneaky stuff and whatever's there. I got all that because I had a ton of money because I did amiibo drops 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of stuff to sell. So I don't know. Yeah, streaming. It's fun. Happy to be doing it again.
It's fun. Speaking of streaming.
Definitely going to be keeping a lot more steady with that now.
Awesome.
Try to.
Speaking of which, we'll be doing Geeb Night once again tomorrow night. So if you guys are listening this on Thursday night, morning, Friday morning, Friday night, we're probably live doing Geeb Night right now. So come hang out on the Twitch, Uncle Geeb Twitch. It's the links down below in all podcast platforms. Appreciate you guys for that. We always have fun. Last week we played some of the new Mario Kart, the new courses for the DLC. That was fun. Appreciate you guys coming out for that. But yeah, let's get to some meat and taters of said constructed podcast that we have going on here on the internet. Speaking of
we're getting a Lego game.
Speaking of constructing, you ruined my segue.
We're getting a Lego game, a Lego racing game.
Yeah, you seem really happy about that, and I could honestly care less.
This is cool. So it's like an open world story type of game, and I don't know if you saw the trailers and stuff, but I have not. It looks really good. It looks fantastic. I don't know how it's going to look on the Switch. So there's that. But I mean, it looks really good. And I mean, it's open world. There's a story mode. I mean, so I guess also this is really cool too.
Oh, there's a story mode? That's weird.
Yeah. It's like a racing adventure game, I guess. There's like a whole thing. Yeah. Open world. But okay, this is cool too. I think this is cool. So if you're on the street, you have like a streetcar, right?
Sure.
But then as soon as you go off-road, your car just rebuilds itself to be an off-road car. Or if you fall in the water, it rebuilds itself to be a boat. So you never like crash. It just rebuilds itself as you go different places to do what you need it to do. Yeah. That's awesome. I don't know. I'm a Lego nerd, man. That
does seem cool. I do enjoy the Lego games.
I mean, you know me and racing anyway. I like racing. I like racing games. I like Legos. When you bring those two things together, I mean, I'm excited. I didn't even think this was going to be on Switch when they first announced it. Because it's 2K doing it.
Yeah. And speaking of that, so you know how the new Legos games are the Lego Star Wars game that's come out, the Skywalker Saga.
Yes,
I believe that is like the first Lego game to kind of change the normal Lego formula. Am I correct about that?
Well, yeah. I mean, all like the Harry Potter stuff and the Jurassic Parks, Jurassic Worlds, all those. Yeah, I mean, they all kind of have the same general vibe. Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit different, but most of them are pretty much the same thing. Yeah, the Skywalker Saga was much different. I get bored with other Lego games very quickly. Very quickly. Skywalker Saga was awesome. That was a really fun game.
My question to you is, since you've seen the trailer, do you get the feeling that this game is going to have that kind of new paint feel that Skywalker Saga has, rather than just like
thing too. It's a whole nother developer making these. Like it's not even the same people. Like this is who makes all the other stuff. WB Games.
Well, that was the original, I believe. They made the original.
I don't know if they made the Skywalker Saga, but I know they made a bunch of the other. I think it was them. I may be wrong about that. Either way,
2K makes the basketball and sports.
Yeah, this is 2K, which kind of worried me at first, but I mean, this looks awesome. I mean, and even like the world. I'm watching a trailer for it now. Like even it's cool because like not all of it is like a brick built world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the roads and stuff are, but there's like actual mountains and it's kind of mixed. I don't know. It's really cool.
Well, that's like the Skywalker Saga where there was a lot of realistic, graphics, whereas the characters themselves were pretty much Legos and some of the shrubbery and stuff around you is Lego, but like the overall scenery is like real feeling. So that was really cool about that.
I'm watching this trailer. It looks so good, dude. It looks so cool. I can't wait. And it comes out in May.
Yeah, that's cool. Just in time.
What was the date? I don't remember the date. It's in May.
It wasn't May 12th, and I wish that was a segue to Zelda, but we're not there yet.
No, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. We want to talk about one more thing before we get to that Zelda goodness that we all want to discuss.
Yeah, but this comes out in May, and I'm picking this up day one. I don't know if I'm going to get it on the Switch, though.
Probably get on PS5.
I'm thinking if I might get it. Yeah, I might get the PC version and play it on my Steam Deck.
Oh, I forgot about that. You have the Steam Deck.
Well, it depends. If it's going to be one of the games that's like, it's got the little green check mark, so it's compatible with the Steam Deck, which a lot of newer games have been, then I will. If not, I don't know.
I gotta believe that if it's coming on Steam Store these days, it's Steam Deck compatible.
They're trying to optimize it for the Steam Deck. Yeah, I would hope.
I mean, it's their own product off their own store. They gotta be like, hey, if you want to put your game on here, why don't you make sure it's Steam Deck verified?
Do that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it probably will be.
Yeah.
I said the same thing about Hogwarts Legacy. Still haven't got that either.
Well, Drip, speaking of unverified things, and what I mean by that is non-licensed controllers.
Yes.
We have a couple cool ones we want to talk about. So you posted a video yesterday of your video, and your video was on the Binbok unreleased GameCube Joy-Con controllers.
Yes. Yeah, so I'll hold them up here. Listen, these are cool. They're awesome. I've known about these for about a year and a half. I've told you, me, Tyson, we've talked about this.
I saw them in their raw plastic state.
Yeah, well, yeah, I showed you guys pictures. They were showing them to me when they were doing the 3D prints.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't even actual controllers. They were just like mock-ups, 3D print mock-ups.
I was excited. I was excited from day one. That Binbok is what got me excited into these controllers. But go on.
Well, and then like, you know, I've done Binbok videos, and we know what happened with my first Binbok video. I bought the controllers myself.
Some people might not. I don't think people really know.
Yeah, maybe not. It's an old video. Yeah. That was years ago. But
yeah.
Okay, so they were the first ones to have out the big Joy-Cons, right?
Yeah.
And I was excited about those. I wanted the big Joy-Cons. I was like, I hate the Split Pad Pro because it hangs over the front. And it's got that don't like it. It doesn't have motion. It doesn't have anything. I don't like it. These came out. They had all that stuff, and they had like cool little RGBs around the sticks. I was like, oh man, that looks cool. And I got them, and I was like, God, these are awful. Like they just feel terrible. The buttons are like, feel like there's the controller's just hollow.
Yeah,
I hated everything. The plastic felt crappy. Like even the plastic, it was so bad. I returned them. I bought them on Amazon and returned them. And then, what was it? 6 months later, 8 months later.
Really, that long?
Wait, I'm talking about the second video when they sent me the new pairs.
Good.
So then they sent me a new pair. They emailed me and they were like, "Hey, we saw you did a video on our Joy-Cons. We made some changes to them. If you want to take a look at them, we'll send you a new pair." And I was like, "Did you watch the video that I put up?" And I even said that. I was like, "They're brave. That's for sure. They're brave. They're brave." But they did make a lot of improvements to those. A lot of improvements. The sticks felt better. The D-pad was a lot better. I still had the buttons were a little better, but I still had issues with the buttons and stuff. So I gave it a fair. I did another video.
Yeah,
I kind of been in contact with them sort of since then, but they started a DM with me on Twitter, and they were like, "Hey, we're making these things," and I was like, "Whoa, that's awesome." They told me what they're doing, and they were like, "Yeah, we're talking to the guy," and I can't remember his name. I talked about it in the video, but the guy who actually took a GameCube controller,
yeah, I had his name, and I forgot to.
Joy-Con. He actually made him out of a real GameCube controller.
Yeah.
That's obviously where everybody. He has a YouTube video up on it. You can search it.
If you look up GameCube Joy-Cons, you're bound to find this guy's video. It was like 3 years ago.
It's got millions of views.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were talking to him, getting all his input and stuff.
Shank mod? I'm sorry. It might be
I don't know. I can't remember. Then I know they were talking to a couple other people. It wasn't just me, but they were like, do you have any input that you would like to? And I was like, yeah, I do. I have, yes. For you, yes. I have several things that I know for sure that you need to fix. One is the buttons. Like they gotta feel good. And I will say that the buttons on these, it surprises me because I know what the buttons felt like on even the most recent thing I got from them, and I hate them. But these are nice, man. They're really nice. They feel good. They're very high quality. So they fixed that. And I said the other thing I really, really want, like really, really want, is for it to sit flush on the Switch. And I was like, if you can't do it on the back, okay, whatever. but on the front. It's got to sit flush. But they did it on both. It just sits flush. Can you see that?
Yeah, it looks just like a little Joy-Con.
Yes, it's the same size as a Joy-Con. I mean, it's crazy. These are the only big Joy-Cons that I've ever seen sit on the side of a Switch. And I know it looks goofy because it's huge, but they look like they're actually made for the Switch. You know what I mean? They're the same size. This is the first set of big Joy-Cons I've seen that do that. I don't know. They're simple. They don't have all the bells and whistles that the NYXI ones do. Yeah. But I don't think you need it. I honestly don't think you need it.
Well, if you guys are listening right now, I just want to remind you, if you're listening and you're like, I don't see this thing, you're talking about hardware that I can't see. Drip has a video on his, and I have a video on mine. So if you want to go see these things while we're talking, feel free to pull up that video and just check it out.
Yeah, please go watch the video. No one else did.
Or listen on Spotify, because Spotify does have the video. But whatever you guys feel like doing is up to you.
Go watch my video. It needs the views.
You're talking. Listen, you grubby motherfucker. I mean,
it bombed.
I have 200 subscribers. I have less subscribers than you have views on that video. Don't you dare talk to me about how you bombing, you little greeby. You grubby greeby. What am I supposed to feel? Well, I'm just irrelevant.
I'm saying, compared to my other videos and what my videos normally get, it is not doing well.
Well, mine's not doing great either, but I'm not gonna cry about my views.
I'm crying about it. I liked that video. I really liked it. I wanted it to do well.
I tend to like it because I edited it, so I feel like I did a good job too. But life goes on.
It does go on.
I'm sorry. I love you. I got the NYXI here. So again, you can watch my video if you feel like it. I also don't have a DSLR, so I apologize for quality here. But so this is the NYXI. As you guys have probably seen this controller out in the wild or on YouTube. Pre-order started in January. People started getting them. Reviewers in January. People like me, just normies who purchased them for the first pre-order. We just got ours, early February or late February. Notice the eyebrows, as I like to call it. I wish I could. I guess I can. Let's just crank the brightness. The eyebrows I put on there's hidden lights behind there, and we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I mean, you talk about it way better than I do. But so like the NYXI, there's a lot to love about this thing. I'll start with that. Like, I really just love, being as general as possible here, like the nostalgia factor, if you will. Like, because I didn't own a GameCube, as a lot of you know, but I did play quite a bit of GameCube back in the day, and I do have nostalgia for the GameCube. As much as I do for 64 or anything else I didn't own back then, but it was the idea of like breaking a controller, not what Hari does, the Hari split pad, not what Binbok or NYXI or any of those other companies do with these Joy-Con alternatives. The idea of taking a normal controller, as normal as the GameCube what it is, and cutting it in half, and putting it on your Switch.
I think the difference you're trying to explain is the fact that they took basically something Nintendo had already made, exactly what they made,
pretty much,
and just cut it in half. Didn't make
idea,
their own. Yeah,
the idea is why I was attracted to it in the first place. But particular about the NYXI itself, I do love the Hall effect sticks. Now, I admit that I succumbed to branding just as much as the next guy for a lot of things. Hall effect is truly just branding, but where it's not branding is the fact that it is magnets in there. And forget about the no drift. Hall effect sticks feel different than any normal like potentiometer sticks. They don't have like, you can just feel like, oh, this just feels like I'm rolling around with plastic. Whereas a potentiometer stick, not just a Joy-Con but any controller, you can feel the gears in there because there's literal gears turning in your normal controllers. This doesn't have those gears. It's just like, it's just there, man. It's just rolling around smoothly. And I really enjoy that about this. It features those. The removable gates is pretty cool, which that Binbok does not have. You can just take off these little circular pads here and throw on an octagonal one just to get that feel of the original GameCube. The buttons feel fine. I have a suspicion that your buttons feel better, but I can't confirm that until I try it out.
Well, okay, I can tell you this. I think I said this in the video yesterday, but if you have the GameCube controller, the wired GameCube controller that PDP makes, the buttons on this feel they are identical.
They probably copied it. They probably just copied it.
Exactly the same. Like
yeah.
Like you could put these in my hands with my eyes because I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. They feel very, very similar. And I mean, you know, this is PDP is not like the best thing out there, but I mean, you know.
Well, I'm gonna run through my negatives real fast because I actually, as I keep using this controller, I've had this for I don't know, close to a month at this point. The more I use it, the more negatives I can come up with, and it's just they're kind of starting to pile up. If I'm being honest,
it doesn't seem like it reviewed very well. I haven't watched any of the videos except yours.
I'm gonna make a follow-up review because I made that review days after I got it because I wanted to try to get something up, right? But I'm gonna make a review after I've had it for. I'm gonna probably do a 1 month review. The biggest issue that wasn't the biggest issue to begin with is how damn slippery this guy is. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's like a bar of soap in the shower. I can just like, I don't want to do it, but I could squeeze this thing just right and it will fly out of my hand. And that was one of the issues I was having with playing with you the other night when I was losing with Mario Kart with this guy. That was one of the issues. Like, my hands were just they were dry enough that everything was right to where it was just slipping right out of my dry hands. Another thing, your video brought this to light, and I'm like, oh. So this is not like this is definitely more equivalent to a Wavebird than it is.
It's big.
It's big. It's more like a Wavebird than a GameCube. But where you mostly feel that is on the back. Now I did not talk about this in my video. This is rounded off. You can barely see because my
that's huge.
It's huge and rounded off, and like I can barely fit a finger up in here.
Look at
yours.
This. It's slim. They trimmed it down, man. There's nothing back there.
Why that matters is when you're playing like this, which, you know, holding a controller, that is, playing like this, holding a controller.
You know, the way you always play?
Yeah, your fingers.
When you hold a controller?
It's claustrophobic with the up in here. And the combination of it's hard to grip with that combination of I don't have a place for my middle fingers to rest in there is very hard to hold. And handheld is exacerbated because it's just there's no forgiveness. This controller is light, like, you know, you can hold like this. I have no fear dropping it.
I'll say that.
But in handheld, it's much more big and it's much more big, so it's really hard to get a handle of, you know, especially with all these issues.
That's something I didn't talk about. These are a little light, not like crazy light, but they're a little light. Which you know how I feel about that. I like my controllers to be just not too heavy, but like have some, you know. Just a little bit of weight. It just feels, it just makes it feel like it's, I don't know, the lights.
So final thing, I'll lump them together.
Pull the tape off. I want to see the headlights. I will see the headlights.
I will. The placement of these buttons, the face buttons, the plus minus, and the capture and home button. Plus the addition here where they put the indicator light. I'm sorry. What are these? These are the turbo. And then what is this? The back paddle and buttons.
Oh yeah,
they're all three. They're all three on the front here at the top, right? And this, I talked about in my video. This is where you expect, or actually it's over here. This is where you expect the home button to be, right here. But this is not home button.
That's what I would think. Is it the one above it?
It's the one above it, and while the plus is identifiably different than the other two, I confuse these two buttons all the time, and that is incredibly frustrating.
So you're pressing the button, and then you end up pressing a button, and it maps it to the back. So then you got stuff mapped back there, and you start hitting buttons.
Exactly. And the other thing is the headlights, as my fiance, lovely Abby, called them. I'm taking the electrical tape off now. I can. I cut my nails yesterday.
I haven't actually got to see the headlights.
So they are just.
They're not that bad. They're kind of.
Dude, what it does not portray a video. I tell you that it does not portray a video. You bring these into your room at nighttime where it's pitch black. It's blinding, like so much so that like I put the brightness down on my Switch screen so I don't die. But like these lights are brighter than the Switch's screen at night.
Yikes. Okay.
It's just and you cannot dim them. You can't turn them off. That's why I have.
Yeah, I think that's
electrical
definitely
tape.
A mistake.
I messed it up, but
not giving you the option to not have the light. That's a mistake.
Yeah, and turbo
button.
That's
one thing. A lot of controllers that have like that RGB stuff, like usually you can turn it off.
Yeah,
that's weird that they don't have that. That's
well, you can turn off. No, you can turn off these buttons.
You just can't turn off the.
You can even adjust the brightness. You can even adjust the brightness of these. So the lights,
doesn't mess with
the A, B, X, Y buttons light up. Is what we're talking about. And those buttons, you can change the brightness. You can turn off, turn on. But the indicator lights above them that indicate whether you have turbo on or your back buttons are mapped, those lights cannot turn off. And that is what's the most frustrating thing. It's just, I put the electrical tape on it. Instead of headlights, now it's got eyebrows. Better eyebrows than too bright of lights. But so, it's funny because I made that review and I stand by what I said, but the negatives have become more and more glaring after the review has finished. The initial review. So I'm going to make another video. I'm not going to crap on it, but I'm going to explain what I just explained to you guys right here is all the issues I have with it.
Yeah.
There's too many. It's for $70, which we didn't say, that we don't know what Binbok's going to cost, right?
Yes. You can pre-order them. They're on their site. You can pre-order.
So how much?
I think they're $60. I'll look. I can just go to, they sent me all the links. Let me go to my Twitter here.
This is 70. And Wolfden made his NYXI video yesterday. And he bought his for 85 including shipping because it's you have to buy it off Binbok.
$64.99
NYXI. So they're directly. I bet you they raised that price to compete with NYXI just so they can make an extra buck. But to be honest, it seems like they have a right to do so because their product is.
I think superior. I don't have those yet, but and again, these ones here aren't actually the final. These aren't the fun. They got 11 of them in, and they sent 8 of them out to YouTubers. They said, so this is one of the 8 because they even asked me this morning, but they're obviously in a different country. They didn't see that. They'll probably be messaging me here soon. It's about that time. But they asked me if there was any advice or whatever, and I was like, just watch the video. It's all in there. But I mean, I think they need to be tightened up a little bit. On the rails, they sit a little loose on their little holder. They're just a little bit loose. I think the tolerances need to be fixed a little bit on that. Other than that, man, they're pretty damn good. I like them. Oh yeah, and I think this should be purple, especially looking at yours.
Yes,
the middle piece where they stick together. I don't know why it's black. It should definitely be purple.
One thing that NYXI totally blew Binbok out of the water, but until we see the final retail product, is the look. Because
I will say
this is what sold me on this guy was the Hall effect sticks, and the way it looks. It is a beautiful controller in person as well. It's just as beautiful as it is in the renders. It's very nice. But yeah, there's just too many negatives. I've had too many negatives, and I just wonder if those are going to translate to the Binbok. When I get my hands on it. So we'll see.
I mean, I'm sure I'll get the retail version too.
Yeah, but here's Drip. Before we move on, we do want to talk about one thing. Glaring question. Why didn't Nintendo do this first? Why didn't Nintendo put out
that isn't even the question, man. The question is why have they not done anything? We've got no Joy-Con, variants except colors.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, I've talked about this on the podcast before, but do you remember me telling you like, oh, because you didn't get a Switch when it first came out. You weren't there for the hype. Okay.
I was not.
So once they announced this thing, everybody saw like, oh, like the controllers come off. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And like there were people out there making renders like that looked like this. Yeah. It was like, oh man, I bet Nintendo will do that. They had like the 64 controller, like basically split in half, but they had like this here and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, the possibilities are endless. What are they going to do? They could do whatever. They can do whatever they want. Nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing.
Nothing.
Now, the only thing that they did do, which is still stupid. It's so stupid. The Nintendo, the regular NES controllers that they have for the online service, they have rails on them like a Joy-Con, so you can put those on the side of your Switch for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, because everyone plays their controllers like vertical. I grab my NYXI all the time and play vertical.
The funny thing about it is they work. When you connect them to the side of the Switch, they do work as controllers. There's not enough buttons to do anything, but they do actually work. Just turn that shit off. That's stupid. Why are you doing that? Why would you even let that work? I don't. That's just. And then the Super Nintendo ones come out. And I'm like, oh, well, that'll be cool. At least they have all the buttons. You might be able to like put them on the side and like mess around a little bit. Nope, Don't even have rails on them. Don't even have rails on them, so they don't go on there.
Well, luckily they don't have rails on. That's so
well,
stupid.
the top's not flat enough. That's the thing with the old NES controllers. They were just big rectangles.
But the SNES had the bumpers or the bumpers on it, extra buttons on the tops too, so the rails would get in the way.
Yeah.
Of those buttons, so it would be ugly and not a good product, but
yeah,
it's crazy. Like they didn't do anything, man, because these are so cool. And like, can you? One thing I didn't talk about in my video is how hollow these guys are. Like they really are hollow. I try not to care about that. I'm someone who does care about things like that, feel of quality.
Yeah,
I did talk about that. There is the NYXI does not have the feel quality. Like you could feel these.
I'm telling you, these have it, man. Like
it's got
feel
the look,
quality.
It's got the look.
They're a little light, but other than that,
it talks the talk. You look at it, it's speaking to you.
Yeah.
But then you pick it up, it does not walk the walk.
These don't talk. They don't talk. They just show up. They're just here to work.
Yeah. But
strap it on the boots.
Nothing promising here, guys. But Drip and I have talked about maybe shipping each other out our controllers, swapping them, just for review's sake, and we can both talk about them. So we can, then maybe we'll come back in the podcast when we do that.
I want to compare. I want to have them in my hand so I can compare them both. I need to just buy them.
Yeah, like you'll take a week with the NYXI and I'll take a week with the Binbok.
Yeah, I mean, I may just buy them, and then once I get my pair, just send these to you. Once I get my actual pair, and if they're not too much different, you can still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you still need to try the NYXI out.
Yeah, I do. I need to try it out. I'm very interested in it, and who knows?
You might like the NYXI. It's not bad. This is by no means a bad controller. There's plenty of good things about it.
Maybe we'll get another one of these, Geeb. Maybe we'll get another one. Maybe when they put GameCube games on the Nintendo Switch Online, Nintendo will prove us all wrong, and they'll put out their own set of official GameCube Joy-Cons.
If they do it for one, they got to do it for all. They can't just put out GameCube Joy-Cons and drop the mic.
They won't. Well, I don't know. Because, see, I thought maybe, you say that, but when you think about it, how are you going to make this into a Joy-Con and make it have the original feel?
Easily.
Not.
Easy.
They're not.
They're not going to be Joy-Con. They're going to be the one piece situation.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to do that. They're not going to change it that much. But if you do something like this, and you take the original game shell or GameCube shell, and they can just manufacture it into pieces and make it go on the side, that's a little more doable.
I just thought of a way better idea. Why doesn't Nintendo take the Wii controller and just it's basically a rail you slap on the side of your Switch, and there's a wire coming out of it.
You're talking about a Wiimote?
Yeah.
Why?
And off that wire, off that rail is the Wiimote. So you put your Switch OLED on the table with this kickstand, and you wave your nunchucks around over here with wired attached.
I hate
that. Actually, they are wireless. So maybe actually, I forgot the Wiimotes are wireless, so no wires needed. It's just a Bluetooth adapter on the side of the rail. Bop bop, slip on the two rails. Wiimotes.
I mean, I don't think they'd hook up. Honestly, do they? Do they already do that? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
yeah.
Can you hook a Wiimote up to the Switch? Because you can do it to the Wii U.
No, you can't.
It doesn't do it.
No.
That would be cool if you.
I want to play my Switch like this, guys, in tabletop.
Why? No, you have freaking Joy-Cons, dude. They're the same thing, only better. It's literally the same thing, only better.
If you want to make that argument, then the Pro Controller is the same thing but better for instead of getting one of these. So why do you need this?
I mean, you don't. I don't know. I didn't need it.
Actually, what they need to do is forget everything. Get the retro crap. Get the Pro Controller out. Get the Pro Controller. Get that little knifey knife and cut that thing in half and slap that on the side of the Switch, because that's what they need to do. Alternative Joy-Cons in general, not just the retro stuff. Just a different variation of Joy-Cons. Give me a Pro Controller. I don't want a Pro Controller, clamshell adapter so I can have a Pro Controller attached to my tablet. I want the controller cut in half, slapped on the side of my
just something
with grip.
A Joy-Con Pro, something like that.
Joy-Con Pro.
Yeah, you would think that they would have already done something like that. They didn't, but
you would think that they would release something like that when a big game comes out, like, I don't know, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, well, we're not getting it now anyway. We're too close to the Switch. I mean, maybe we'll get something like that with the next one, but
maybe. But this week is PAX East, Strip. And
yeah,
And Nintendo already said that they weren't going to be at PAX East, I believe.
Well, they said they weren't. They said they weren't bringing Tears of the Kingdom to PAX East.
And then what they do, Drip?
They brought Link. They brought the statue, man. Last night, the people were on Twitter last night, posting pictures of the backdrop, and there was a big wooden crate. Yep. And it was like, that's that Link statue they've been showing online everywhere. And that's exactly what it is. So of course now everyone's running with this. I just found another leak we're gonna go talk about here. This is for later. But yeah, that's what I was typing. I found some good stuff. Found some tea.
Sippy.
Okay, so Nintendo lied about that. I don't think this is them like trying to be like, oh no, we're not going to show anything, and then them show something. Like, I mean, we've seen them do that before. I don't think this is that situation. But there's lots of people online now saying, oh, we might get a trailer this weekend. We might get a trailer. I told you earlier, and I'm going to say this now. We had one shot to get a trailer for this game this week, and it was at 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern tonight, and it didn't happen. They're not going to do it on Friday because they don't do that stuff, especially with a game this big. They're not going to do that and have it drop in the middle of the night in Japan on a Saturday or something. They don't do stuff on the weekends.
No.
So today was the day. I mean, maybe Monday, maybe after, but we're not going to get anything like that this weekend. There's no way.
Well, according to you, Drip, and according to our thumbnail that you made me take a picture of.
Yeah. I like that picture. You did a great job.
It's time.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, it's over. It's way over time. We don't know anything, man. It's nuts.
It's slightly validating for me because I've been living on this hill that I will die on one day soon. That I'm sure something will come out. Soon. But for now, I'm on this hill, very happy about the fact. I'm not happy when I get information, but I kind of am because I don't want to know much more. That's why I'm living on this hill. Like, we don't need anything more. That was we don't need more. We don't need more. You don't need more. Like you've said 1 billion times that you're gonna buy the game anyway.
You're wrong.
And they do not want to show you their hand. Okay, they don't want to show you their hand.
You're wrong. They do. They just want to do it on their own terms.
It is March 23rd, and the game comes out in 50 days.
Yes. Correct. Which means any day now. Any day now.
Well, you can keep saying any day. And,
I'll tell you what. I don't know. See, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get a new trailer, but I do know this. This is going to be one of the biggest games on the Switch.
Absolutely.
It's the pre-sales are already blowing Breath of the Wild out of the water. Already.
I'm expecting Pokemon numbers in the first week.
I don't know if it's going to I don't know if this is going to outsell.
I didn't say
Breath of the
that.
Wild.
Well, I also didn't say that either. I don't believe it will outsell Breath of the Wild.
Do you just think it's going to sell really good at first? Yeah.
Yes, it's going to go on fire at the beginning, and then it will slow down to a normal pace. So it won't break records. It won't even break short-term records because Pokemon has that in the bag. There's no way it's getting 10 million in 3 days. But but it's going to be one of the fastest-selling Switch games. Not better than Pokemon, but one of the best.
Yeah, and it's going to sell well. I mean, there's no. I'm not sitting here saying it's not going to sell well.
For the next 2 years, if the Switch is a relevant tablet until the next thing comes out, at least. This game's going to sell very, very, very well.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, let's be real. If there's a Switch 2 and it's backwards compatible, you're telling me they're not going to re-release Breath of the Wild with the DLC and this game with whatever DLC they probably already have done for it and plan to drop?
I think you're not wrong, but you're kind of off base.
Deluxe edition?
They're not going to re-release it. It's just going to be on the system day one. It's going to be one of the, all the stuff that's on the Switch is going over it's not going to be like a situation where, they're going to wait 2 years to re-release it. You don't think they'll do a re-release
that just includes the DLC?
It's going to be just like how, the transition from Xbox, Xbox One to Xbox Series is going to be. Like those games just either were compatible with the next system or they just came out like there's no big deal. They didn't make a big deal.
It's more of a
they just were
3DS
compatible
to new 3DS.
Exactly. Well, no, because some of those games were not compatible. and that's not going to be the case.
I mean, yeah, some of them worked. They just weren't great. I don't know.
Well, for
either way, we're getting off the. It doesn't matter. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Fair.
But I just found this. I didn't know this was a thing. I don't know how old this is. Let me check this out. This is from 1 day ago, so this is new.
Yeah.
So I apparently I'll start it with this because I've said this and you disagree. You don't want it. I don't think you disagree. I think you just don't want it. I think there's going to be a full-on Zelda Nintendo Direct, a full presentation telling us, the new mechanics, how things work, a little bit of the story, how things are going to go. Give us, probably announce that special edition Switch, I would imagine. Whatever else they're going to have there. I'm sure it's going to be a big thing, but it sounds like the date for that very Nintendo Direct has been leaked.
Okay, well, what do we got?
That date.
Today is, for reference, is the 23rd of March for us here.
And what did I say earlier? I looked this up as we were doing the show, just so you know. I said earlier, it's going to come in a few weeks. It says that this live stream is set for April 12th.
Exactly 1 month before the game.
Which makes sense.
What a leak! That sounds less like a leak and more and more of a assumption.
It's a leak. For audio listeners, I'm doing my bunny ears. It's a leak. From those leakers.
Yeah.
That we love so much. Let me see if I can find out who originally said this.
By the way, there's going to be a cartridge in the box when you buy it. Like, I'm leaking this right now. Like, Tears of the Kingdom, there's going to be a cartridge. When you buy it physically, you open it up, there will be a cartridge in there. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of information here. So I guess it happened in an email. It's going to give us a brand new look at the game, stunning world, gameplay, features, and story. There's a lot of stuff here. Should have read this before we started the show, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll make a video tomorrow. Sounds fun.
Maybe.
That sounds fun. But yeah, what do you think about that? Give me your thoughts on the 12th.
You were right on base. Like, it's not that I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I do not want it to happen. And it sounds very likely just because, anybody with a brain and knowing that the game comes out on May 12th, on April 12th, we're going to have some information about the game. I
believe there's
for the
history
last
with
hurrah.
That too. I'm pretty sure. And chat, you guys will probably know better than me. So throw the dates out there. You can probably look them up pretty quick. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Animal Crossing Direct before Animal Crossing came out, I think that was like 1 month before. I may be wrong. And
they've put. I don't quote me, but I'm guaranteeing.
And I think there's been more directs like that have been like 1 month before.
Listen, I actually think it's
like exactly.
I think it's very possible we get just a tweet about this game. Because like I said, they want to appease you fools who want to know the game before it comes out, but they don't want to show their hand. So they might not do a treehouse or a direct. They might just put a tweet out with screenshots and gameplay mechanics and maybe a couple YouTube shorts on it. Maybe.
I think you're so wrong. You're so wrong.
I'm saying that would be a good idea for them. I'm not predicting it. I'm saying that would be a terrible
idea. I hate that idea.
My theory is that they don't want to show their hand. That's why we haven't seen anything to this point.
I don't think
that would be a good idea for them if they want to appease you guys. If they don't want to appease you guys, they're just not going to do anything. They're just going to tease the game with more tweets that has just like screenshots of just like a generic screenshot, like, hey, 12 more days or 10 more days next week.
There's no way they're going to look at every other game. They've never done that with a big game. Just like, oh yeah, we're just never going to say shit about it. They don't do that. They're going to ramp the marketing up probably next week. After PAX East, you watch. Next week, the marketing is going to be everywhere. Every time you turn on a YouTube video, there's going to be Tears of the Kingdom. Every time you flip through Instagram, Tears of the Kingdom, it's going to be everywhere.
Well, yeah. But we already have 3 trailers to go off of. So, like, what else do you want them to do?
They're probably going to give us Probably another. I would say here's what's going to happen. I would say probably before this direct, if it's real, we probably will get another trailer. But I bet it won't be a whole bunch of new stuff. I bet there'll be a couple little new things here and there, but I bet it'll just be cut up footage from the other ones that we've already seen, just kind of redone into another trailer with a few extra little things. Then on the 12th, if this is real, we get this, and that's where the new stuff comes. You know, they'll give us another big trailer there showing a bunch of new stuff, and then that's the one they'll push going forward. And then they'll keep cutting all those up and making, you know, new stuff with that all the way up until release. That's the way it'll probably go, because that's what they do with everything. It always goes like that.
My only gripe is that I don't think we're going to get I think we're gonna get information. I don't want it, but I think we're gonna get it. But I don't think we're gonna get as much extensive information as you think we are. It's gonna be way more hush hush, way
we
more
had a bet
like
on this, didn't we?
Subtle. Yeah, you're going to raise my pay for editing 50,000%.
That is not true.
And I'm going to shave my beard off if I.
Oh, shave! We're not doing that. I'm not shaving my beard anymore.
I'm not doing that either. Are you kidding me? Bald man doesn't shave his beard.
I don't want to do that. That was a really rough. That was a rough time in my life. I don't want to do that anymore.
Well, imagine you have no hair in your head and then you also shaved your beard off.
Dude, I didn't even want to make videos. I didn't want to make thumbnails. I couldn't even sit here and look at myself on the screen. Like, God,
I've got my beard really.
To brush my teeth, and I'm like,
I've got my beard extra short right now, and I hate it, and I can't wait for it to grow out. And I feel this. I don't even be in camera right now. Like,
oh, it looks fine. Look wonderful.
Well, I'm fat, right? I'm super fat right now. So
handsome boy.
It is extra round. My face is extra round right now.
A handsome round boy.
My beard allows me to shape my face for me.
Okay. You know, well, whatever, man. It's fine.
I had something to say about Tears of the Kingdom, and I forgot. Thank you. I don't remember what I was going to say about Tears of the Kingdom.
It's a game. I have a leak. It is a game, and it is coming out on the
leaked.
Date. There's going to be a beginning of the game. I mean, dude, and honestly, I want this. This April 12th thing, I want this. But you know, dude, these leakers, like, the fuck, man, come on.
Yeah,
like some of this stuff, like what are that? You know, you throw enough shit at the wall, eventually something's gonna stick. You know.
Yeah. Who leaked the shadow drop of Metroid Prime Remastered? Nobody. Single soul.
No, my God, nobody knew that was coming.
Because here's the thing. They don't operate off of truth. They operate off of people's word and, like, puzzle pieces.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You know, as far as I could be a leaker, I've got shit right. Skyward Sword, I got that right.
You did. And everything else is wrong. But you got that
Everything else is wrong, but hell, Skyward Sword was right. We're not talking about that other shit. No way. Don't worry about that. I got leaker cred, man. I'm fine. I'm out here leaking everywhere.
You're just leaking all over the place.
Leaking all over the place.
Oh, yeah, I don't have much more on it because I lost my train of thought with it. But it's like it's guys. I'm gonna ask you guys in the podcast. You know, we're gonna ask this question. This will be the poll question for the week. Do you want to hear more about Tears of the Kingdom? Do you want it? Not whether we're going to get it. Not whether we're going to get it. Do you want to hear more? Do you want to see more? Do you want, or are you like me on the sane side of things here, the right side of things, and just want to play the game? We only have 50 more days. We've already gotten a third trailer. We know it's a sequel, so we know what to expect with the game already. It's not a brand new game. It's just Breath of the Wild with heavy DLC all over it. That's pretty much what.
No. That's not all this is. There's way more. Nintendo even said it's way more. That you can affect the world around you by the choices you like. This is going to be huge. I'm telling you.
I said heavy.
Yeah, this is going to be
the engine is Breath of the Wild. The game is not different. The core game itself is Breath of the Wild. That is what it is.
Yeah, I mean they build off of that.
I said the core. I'm not saying the game is going to be copy paste. I'm saying the core, everything.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like my core is made of water and blood, and so is yours. But we're very different people. I'm just saying.
Okay. Something else. You didn't read the results of the poll from today.
Right, so we did put a poll out there for these GameCube Joy-Cons.
Because Geeb wanted to prove a point. Yeah, Geeb wanted to prove a point because he said, I think we should talk about our controllers on the podcast tonight. And I said, judging by the views of my video, I don't think anybody wants to hear about that. And Geeb said, no, man, they do. They totally do. So Geeb asked the question on our community tab, do you care about the GameCube Joy-Cons? Can you give me those results, please, sir?
Out of a total of 55 votes. Thank you guys for voting this. We just put this up today. Appreciate that. Actually, just like 6 hours ago.
That's pretty good.
29% said yes. 55 said no. And 16%, hold on a second, Drip. And 16% just wanted to tappy on Tyson's little face.
So
tappy.
Now that your point is proven. Oh wait, my point. Sorry, my point is proven. Yeah.
But here's the irony in all of this, because number one, we talked about it, so I win. But number two, but number two is that the very fact that people voted against it means that they voted in the poll about the thing they didn't care about. Because let me tell you something. If someone put a poll up on what Disney princess is better, I'd be like, scroll.
Even if they gave you an option, I don't care?
Yes. Because I wouldn't care.
It doesn't matter. You're trying to justify your loss now.
So
and you do
the very fact that
you
we had
justify your loss, you do what you have to do.
Let me speak. The very fact that we had 55 votes in 6 hours, and the fact that we talked about it means that people care about this controller. You guys let us know. We're gonna you vote in the poll, because that poll's gonna last for as long as it feels like on our YouTube community tab. So go feel free to vote for it like a year from now. If it's like way in the future, still vote for it on it. It's fine. Also, and the poll for this week is gonna be what I say, Joe, about Tears of the Kingdom. Do you care, or do you want to hear more information on Tears of the Kingdom? That poll is going to be live on our YouTube page very soon, if not already up for you guys, audio listeners, and on our community tab as well, and also on audio platforms, particularly Spotify. It's going to be up there for Spotify, so if you're a listener on Spotify, feel free to check it out there. If you're not on Spotify, go to our YouTube tab and do the community tab. But Drip, fun one. Really had a good time once again.
Yes.
I guess we're gonna head out for now. And we're going to say hello to our lovely chat and have a chat with our chat. So if you're in our chats right now, stay where you are. We're going to hang out with you guys. And for those of you on the audio side of things, we're going to see you guys next time.
Peace.
What is up, everybody? It's the after show. After show.
I feel like I was going to save this beer for the after show, but I kind of like drank most of it during the show. Now I don't have an after show beer.
You did. You drank it all. I'm a guy who sips on his beverages, so I have plenty left for the after show. But guys, how you doing? It's the show of the after.
That one girl, hello. Brett, what's up? Coca baby.
Dudes,
Mr. A. Murray. There's a monster. What's up, my dude? Hari.
What is
up? Mega. Hello.
Appreciate you guys. If you guys would not mind liking this stream so we can have this episode, because this episode does stay live as a stream on this very channel. So our YouTube audience will watch our stuff via this stream after the live is over. So it's still important to like the stream. If you guys feel like so kind, leave a comment, not in the chat, but after the stream is dead. After the stream is over, it's dead. After the stream is over, if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment, stuff like that, it's a little things that we really, really appreciate. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Did you guys enjoy the episode? Number one. And wait, actually,
guys answer all Geeb's
before we do anything,
I'm gonna go get another one of these.
After show sign is up.
I'll be right back.
Sweet. Based people, what's up, Ari? How you doing? Lord, let my man speak, dudes. I don't know what you mean, but thanks. Sorry for your loss, Geeb. Why did I lose? Are you talking about the poll that I lost? Let me go to this screen over here. Are you talking about the poll that I lost? Because I mean, like, we already explained that I didn't technically lose the poll, okay? But thank you. Drinking Dr. Pepper Zero, cherries, and cream. I ain't even mad. That sounds absolutely delicious sounding. Delicious. Cherries and cream.
I've never had that. Dr. Pepper, I've never had the I don't know if they make a regular one. Is it only a zero flavor? Or is
this
it a regular
podcast was edited by Uncle Geeb Productions. Thank you, Batman. That was way earlier.
It's new?
It's new. Ooh. Wait, Drip. I'll be right back.
Why? Oh, he's excited about something. He's excited about something. The poll. I only voted to give your channel engagement. Talking about your baseball. Oh, your baseball loss. Yeah. Yo, Moran, what's up, man? I don't know if he talked about it when I was gone, but he re-upped his MLB subscription or whatever it is, and his favorite player just got hurt for the season. Did you already talk about that?
No, but he tore his Achilles.
Okay, so
officially,
you re-upped what's the baseball thing that you re-upped?
It's just It's just MLB. It's what MLB offers. $25 a month just to watch your favorite. Just watch the games.
Re-upped it, and then
I re-upped it to watch the games, and his favorite player tears his ACL today, second inning. Oh, that's what he's talking about. Is that what Mega was talking about?
Yeah, he said your baseball loss. That's why I was. Yeah. I figured you talked about it why I left, but
no, it's in the back of my mind. I don't feel it. No, it's not that I don't feel for the guy. I love Rhys Hoskins, but it's baseball, and as much as we like to glorify these guys individually, they still are part of a team, and like it's the most team sport of any team sport in America, at least. Like, and that football has a little bit on baseball, but you know what I mean. It's a team sport. So if one guy goes down, you can replace them, but his impact will be felt in the clubhouse more than anything. So. I'm out of breath because I ran.
Yeah, what were you so excited about?
Is
that a peep? Is that a peep?
This is a peep Pepsi, my friends.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I just dropped shit.
Get out of here. Why is that a thing? Dude, okay. Let's have that conversation. Everyone, let's have this conversation. And I think most people are gonna agree with me. Peeps fucking suck.
No!
They're awful. They're so bad.
No. Can we do polls on YouTube? There's polls on YouTube. How do you do a poll?
I don't think you can do it.
Engage with your audience. Start a poll.
Can you do it in the live chat?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
I didn't know you could do that. The candy corn of Easter. I actually like candy corn. I know I'll get a lot of shit for that. I really do like it.
Candy corn, but don't like Peeps?
Yeah, I would. Dude, I love candy corn. But no, Peeps are awful, dude. They're awful. Sorry, real men don't hate on sports. I mean, I gotta thank you, that one girl. Peeps are trash.
Listen.
Peeps are trash.
Peeps, you have to you open up Peeps.
Peeps are disgusting. Peeps get thrown in the trash as soon as my kids get them for Easter.
Listen to Uncle Geeb. Peeps are fine wine. And you have to open them up, put them in a wood box, and let them sit for 2 years. And come back to them. And they're gonna be hard and chewy and delicious.
Or you could just leave them out for like a couple days and then they'll be fine. Why? Why does Pepsi have Peep? Is it flavored like Peep or is it just a can?
No, it's supposed to be. It's flavored. It's Peep flavored.
That shouldn't ever happen.
Now it smells mostly like Pepsi. I have had one before the other day, but only one. So like so with Pepsi, you usually get like a tang. With Pepsi, that's like it's a cola, right? So you get that cola tang. The first flavor you get with this is sweet, just sweet.
I don't.
And then it kind of settles on the tongue. It's actually great. And listen, you're gonna actually love this idea. Listen to this idea. I was actually playing with Mega Boyd and Hero the other night on our Discord.
Okay.
We were playing Mario Party on Discord, and I was telling them I drank some whiskey. I was actually drinking a mixed drink. I had Peep Pepsi with whiskey, and let me tell you something.
Okay, now you're.
That was exquisite. Now, next thing I want to try is like amaretto. That shit might be even better with this shit. So I'm telling you right now,
give you a bellyache.
I would not. It comes in a small can. I think it's for a reason, because I think this is a great mixer more than it is a drink. That's what I say, at least.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. I mean,
Jeeves high.
I kind of want to try it just because, I mean, just the novelty of it. I just want to know what it tastes like.
Let's see.
Did you know there's like a Mountain Dew?
Well, hold on. The poll. Do you? Oh wait, no is winning. Yeah. Can we get some votes for yes, please? Can we get some? Does nobody agree with me out there? There's a poll in the chat. Do you want to vote in the chat? Please do so. All right, now. Because I can't believe that everyone thinks Peeps are disgusting. I love Peeps.
Oh, they're so bad.
Not out of the box, they're bad. You have to let them dry out first.
That's a gut rot.
Let them dry out first. I'm telling you they're good.
Oh man. Yeah. So
Matthew Moran,
did you know there's like an alcoholic Mountain Dew?
No, but that doesn't surprise me. Thank you for somebody voting for yes for Peeps.
They're lying. That's a pity vote.
I did ask for a pity vote.
That's all that is. It's a pity vote. Somebody felt bad for you.
Appreciate the pity vote. Try Peeps soda. It's good.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you even a little bit. Oh, remember I told you I was gonna get off here and edit? That's not what I'm gonna do.
Why would you even consider doing that? I mean, I know you're a hard worker. I get it, but like, listen.
Because I need
night
to get it
times
done.
are not for editing, unless you're in a tight deadline.
I have 3 videos that I need. Here's the thing. I wanted to get them done today. I didn't, but I have 3 videos that I need to get done. They're just short videos. They're 30-second videos, but I need to get them edited because tomorrow I have to start on. I'm shooting some photos for a vape company tomorrow. I mean, it's not all day tomorrow. I'm gonna start shooting, but then I also have to start the karaoke stuff back up tomorrow. 80 videos or whatever it is.
Yeah. How many have you done so far?
Only 1 because we're trying to refine the 1 because the 1 is going to be the template that I make the rest of the 84 off of.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, I go through the girl who goes through the people who watch it and then ask for corrections and then they tell her and then she comes and tells me. So these things take a couple days.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So
birthday cake flavored Kit Kat. There's so many flavored Kit Kats out there. Like Americans don't have it. Americans have it bad when it comes to like flavored things. The country or the world has so many flavors of other things in other countries that we don't get in the United States. Like but they also don't get our flavors. So they keep the flavors regioned. And I'm here to start a petition that the world, who makes all the businesses in the world who make the different flavors for different regions, make it universal. Ship it all around the world, not just in regions, please. Live on in prayer. Thank you.
Boom.
Oh my God! What did he?
I don't know. That's what I'm looking at. Oh wait, I can view the deleted message.
Yeah, here. Me too. Poker baby! No, Poker baby.
He said he deleted it on accident. No,
we didn't. You did.
He said I love Peeps. That's fine, dude.
Yeah,
That's why you're a mod. That's why you're a mod, bro. That's exactly why. You keep keeping on, my friend. You keep keeping on. Accident. No, it's fine. Totally fine.
It's even if it was an accident, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Coke is the goat. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I like the candied pumpkins, but not the corn. It's the same shit. No, it really
is the same, but they're bigger, and it's like
there's more. It's a ratio thing. It's a ratio
big chunk.
thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I like them all. I like them. I don't care what shape it is.
Here's a funny thing. I actually in the candy corn. Now, are you the white guy? Not white person. Sorry, that's the candy corn.
Are you the white guy? Yes.
Are you a white part of the candy corn person, or you are the orange part of the candy corn, or the yellow? Because it's 3 different colors.
That's absolute insanity that you.
When you eat candy corn, you always bite the white off first. The white is the best, and then you go for the rest.
I don't even.
White is the best, and then the rest.
Bro, let me tell you something right now.
I am not a white supremacist. I want to put that out there.
Let me tell you something right now about candy corn and the way that I eat it.
Do not clip that. I will kill you.
Dude. Let me tell you about the candy corn that I'm eating. I don't take a piece and take a nibble off of the end. I take a handful of candy corn and dump it into my mouth. There's no eating one at a time.
Does nobody know what candy corn is? People, candy corn. Candy corn. Google. I'm going to go to Google right now. I'm going to show the stream. Can I do that here?
Make fake fangs. Toss them in the trash.
All right. Let me see if I can do this. I think
whatever, man. Whatever.
Go to this screen. Maybe this screen will have it. Now that's gonna have this, but I can add a source. I can add window capture. We're gonna. Nope, not window capture. What is it? What do you add? It's display capture. Excuse me.
Window capture will do like a specific window on one of your screens. Display captures the whole screen.
All right. So
I can't
candy
see
corn.
that.
You will be able to.
Oh, okay, I have to turn on the actual live stream. Okay.
So
yeah,
the candy corn, right? So you got the white portion, you got the orange portion, the bulk of it, and then you got the yellow.
Yeah, but that's crazy, dude.
You bite the white, you bite the white, you bite the yellow, and then you eat the orange. That is how I eat candy corn. I stand by.
It's all the same flavor.
I have an update for GeForce drivers. That's amazing. That's how you eat candy corn. I'm telling you.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and you can't make me. Drip is labeled. Tyson. Oh, Drip was labeled Tyson. That's from when Tyson was on the pod.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
It's like that the whole show? Sweet.
No. Just on that screen I was just on.
Oh, just on the. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
Tyson's a cool guy. I'll pretend to be Tyson.
Yeah. Fake fangs. Yeah. But yeah, guys, if you don't agree with me, then you're wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize for your wrongness.
The poll does not lie. 86% on a no there.
Nibble the chocolate off my Kit Kat, but candy corn is all at once. You're a madman, Mega Boy.
Whoa.
Madman.
That's crossing the line too. You're just eating the chocolate off, and then you eat the little wafers inside after?
No. Crossing the line is when they take the Kit Kat, all 4 pieces, and then just crunch it down on it.
Oh, that's what I do. I don't break them up, man. I just eat them. Just the whole thing.
You're done. You're fired. You're muted. They can't even hear you. They can't see you. I'm gonna hide our logo because we're renaming the show anyway. It's fine. You're done. You're off. Get out of here. Get out. You bite the Kit Kat?
Yeah.
You bite the Kit Kat. You're that guy who bites the Kit Kat.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm proud.
I gotta be honest, I've done it once in my life, and
it felt good, didn't it?
It was invigorating. It was invigorating. It went through my body.
It's like,
in
man,
a world. Wait, hold on, I got this.
She's like, oh, I'm a bad boy.
Wait. I'm gonna give an echo. Can we hear the echoes of the same thing? Echo. Is this echoing? Please let me confirm that this is.
I can't hear.
Confirm that this is my echo voice. Can I play my own stream back?
Oh yeah, there it is. Yes, I can hear.
Is this the echo?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. In a world where Kit Kats get bit at once, you eat a Kit Kat like a madman. Dream Media, Chris Starcher is that guy. Fuck that guy. Kit Kat.
Fuck you, dude. You did it once too, and you said you liked it.
You gotta try everything once in life, man. You gotta try everything once.
Okay, well. You said you liked it. Why did you do it again?
I said it was invigorating, but it's like murder. Like if you murder once, you don't want to do it again. You get your fill.
No, it's not like that. It's not at all like that.
This is a comedy show, everybody. Chill your tits. Thank you.
It's not like
YouTube.
that.
Yeah, everyone left when I did that. Everybody. This is a comedy show. We're here for your entertainment. Not for your sincerity.
We're not. What time is it? Are we done? Are we done here?
Did I just get us canceled?
No, I think we're good, but
that's good.
I think we're good.
Are we good? Has it been? Oh yeah. We could call it a night. This was fun, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. A good episode. Solid. Yes. I guess we didn't really acknowledge we were off last week again publicly on the show here.
Yeah, that's not happening anymore. That's been my fault, guys. I apologize. That's not Geeb's fault. That's my fault.
Make sure everyone DMs Drip, and instead of saying kind things, you harass him until he has to block you. This is what I want you to do. Say, how dare you miss podcast episodes? Just harass him. He'll love it.
Don't do that. But yeah, that's been my bad, guys. But we're back on track. Everything's good. Yeah. We're not going
cheers
to
the future anymore. With our Peeps soda.
Fuck Peeps.
Well, guys, on that note, we'll catch you guys next week. Show.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate you.